Welcome everybody to another edition of the Hurry Up. I'm your host Adam. I know it's been a while since I posted anything, so I just wanted to give my quick recap of the first round for the New York Giants. I thought it was a great draft for them, getting Arvell Reese, arguably one of the best players in this draft. I know a lot of people wanted Caleb Downs. I was a little iffy picking him that high. He did, however, last till about 10. You could have got him at 10th. The Giants decided not to. They decided to take the safer pick in Malanoga, or CC as they're calling him, which actually is a better pick. And if you're a wrestling fan, should acknowledge him. You saw that move fall on his neck, so acknowledge him. He's gonna be a lot of fun. I think the O line. I think he's gonna be a guard. I know he's played tackle, but the good thing about him is he's big enough he can play guard. I think that's where he's better suited is to play guard. But the good thing is he has tackle versatility in case Illuminor goes down or God forbid Andrew Thomas goes down. You can kick him out. You can shuffle him up and down the line. He gives you that versatility as a top 10 pick, and he's young. He's 20 years old. So I think really with the number 10 pick, I think they solidified the O line. You don't have to worry about Evan Neal or any of these other guys. He's going to pencil right into probably the left guard spot or the right guard spot, and then you have Runyon who hasn't lost his spot, and I think the left guard will be between Falele, um, Neal, and possibly Azudu going up against Runyon, and maybe this moves JMS around. Who knows? I want the best five guys out there. The Giants have a lot of quality players now with between Marcus Membo, Malanoa we just talked about. They have Andrew Thomas, Illuminor. They have a couple other guys on here. I'm sure they'll maybe pick one up in the draft the next couple days. They have a couple more picks today. Well, they have one pick today, maybe more. Let's hope they have more. But it was a good start. Now, I know a lot of people are also saying this is eerily similar to 2022. Yes, it is. They did pick a D lineman at 5, or an edge player, defensive player, and an offensive lineman with their second pick. Kind of similar. Let me talk about Arvell Reese. Arvell Reese is not an edge player. People, get over that. He's not an edge guy. He's a linebacker. He's a middle linebacker. Even John Harbaugh said he'll play the weak side, he'll play the middle, and he'll play some edge stand-up rushers. If you guys know football from back in the day, when they used to have more of a 4-3 defense and versus a 3-4 defense, if he's in a 3-4, he'll be an inside linebacker. If he's a 4-3, he'll be either a Sam linebacker or a weak side linebacker. But either way, he'll be one of those outside backers that is roaming around, making plays in coverage underneath with the running backs, closing on quarterbacks like Jalen Hurts or Dak Prescott or Jaden Daniels when they're running out of the pocket, just to name a few. But I think it was a good draft. I think it was a good draft overall for the NFC East, and we'll get into that on the Real Deal NFC East Roundup coming this Wednesday. Shameless plug. But with that being said, I love the Arvell Reese pick. I love Melanoa. If you guys know, I was a fan of his. I thought he was going to be the pick at 5 early on, and then they had the back issues and things like that. I also thought Cardinal Tate would be in that mix as well. I do believe there was a lot that they wanted on that board, and Arvell Reese was the top dog on their board, and he's going to be wreck havoc. You got the next giant great defender right there. We got one last year in Carter. You have another one in Reese. You got two guys that are going to be homegrown that are going to be here for a long time. And then you got Burns. Burns got to be happy about this. I know he was unhappy about Dexter Lawrence, but this guy brings you some versatility. Let's see what they do with the defensive tackle position. If they are signing, the rumors are they are signing DJ Reader. Don't go crazy then on the D line. You can get somebody down the road. If you're not going to get DJ Reader, go grab your D tackle now. The receiver position is bereft, but I would like them to address that in the draft, being that they don't have that many guys going forward into next year. In terms of longevity, you have Muna who's signed, you have Calvin Austin, probably going to hear that Odell Beckham Jr.'s name is going to be called, but all those guys are going to be on one-year deals, as well as Darius Slayton. The only guy that's here long-term is Malik Neighbors. Let's touch on him for a minute. Malik, just keep your mouth shut on draft picks that are on your team. Just say, hey, the things that you were saying come across as ignorant, stupid, and you don't want that smoke, especially from a guy like Arvell Reese who towers over you. Like, you don't want that smoke, okay? Like, that guy is going to be a beast. I would not want to be talking crap to both Malanoga and Arvell Reese. And if you want to get yourself kicked off the team early, that's what you do. So just kind of casually say what you have to say, but say it in more of a way like, hey, can't wait to play with this guy. He was a beast in college. Looking forward to it. Some of the ways you came off negative. Now, I know you're trying to probably be an analyst and get into that broadcasting role. wait for that. Go to the broadcast schools. They have that for you in the NFL. You can do that down the road, but it's better to praise somebody on the team right now than throw them under the bus. You could talk with them behind closed doors, and you'll find out if they can play or not. But it's a prospect that's not fair. That would have been like if Darius Slayton said, "Yeah, Malik Neighbors is all right. He's cool. We don't need another receiver. I got this." You know what I mean? It's just not. It doesn't come off well, and it's not a good way to introduce yourself. And you better be DMing him and saying, "Hey, man, I'm glad you're on the team. If you saw my content, it wasn't taken out of context, whatever the case may be. I might be taken out of context right now, but my point is, you just need to leave those conversations to the field. Because guess what, homie? If I'm Marvell Reese, I'm looking at you, and I'm like, all right, homie, I see what you got, and I'm lighting you up come practice. Come practice, I'm seeking you out. You come across this middle, I'm turning my assignment, and I'm drilling you. And I'm going to be like, remember that time you talked about me? How do you like me now? I'm just saying, this is a game, especially in this day and age where you can hit people. That's one where you're going to get your receipt. I'm just saying. So, and he plays the other side of the ball where he can give you that receipt. Just know that. Anyways, this has been another edition of the Hurry Up. Thanks for watching. See you next time.